XRP Army, we got some really big news about the Ripple-backed Evernorth that's eyeing $1 billion IPO as XRP's first treasury company. In today's video, we're going to talk about the overall cryptocurrency market rebounding very, very nicely and what to kind of expect going into the weekend and hopefully beginning of a new month, because today, again, is market close and a monthly close for BTC, which is going to be a pretty big deal to give us the momentum into the new month. Remember, as always, never financial advice, just trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. If you're new around here, smash that like button down below and also consider subscribing to the channel. Bitcoin 109.6 looking very, very solid, 2% on the day. Ethereum outpacing, as well as XRP up 4.15% on the day. Fantastic movement in the market. After yesterday, everybody was calling for just basically sentiment was reset. It was extremely negative when we saw XRP fall to 239 and the fear and greed index, again, back to the fear zone. We're not in a bull market, guys. We really aren't. We have not hit the full-blown bull market yet, as the fear and greed index is the way to kind of tell if we've entered into this greed and euphoric stage over here. Then that can indicate that we are officially in a bull. Now, portfolio updates for today. With iTrust Capital, $13,589.17 is the current value of my XRP holdings, up about $549 on the day, but still down about $3,052 since my transfer in to iTrust Capital. You guys know I use their premium custody account. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average and increase my position of my XRP holdings on their brokerage. It's not a brokerage actually, but it's more of a place to buy, sell crypto, as well as utilize things like premium custody. So think about it as a custodian, and they give you the ability to have institutional grade custody for your crypto exchange or for your crypto holdings. So now, the best part about iTrust Capital is they're giving $100 funding bonus if you look at the link down in the description below. I utilize their PCA, which is the premium custody account, but they also have IRA features. So if you're someone who works a 9 to 5 or wherever you're working, you can allocate funds here in the United States to a traditional Roth or SEP IRA. The premium custody account is what I utilize, institutional custody like BlackRock and Fidelity, award-winning US-based support, low cost, no monthly fees. So again, you don't have to worry about paying a fee just to have safety and peace of mind for your crypto holdings. This is the news that popped up today. Really massive. Ripple-backed Evernorth eyes $1 billion IPO to become world's largest XRP treasury company. Evernorth, backed by digital payments giant Ripple, announced on October 20th that it will list on NASDAQ through a merger with a blank check firm, Armada Acquisition Corp, or AACI is a ticker symbol. The company aims to become the world's first publicly traded XRP treasury, raising over $1 billion to acquire the token tied to Ripple, the fifth largest cryptocurrency by market cap. The move signals major players seeing institutional opportunity in XRP. Even skeptics caution against tying equity markets too closely to crypto volatility. Evernorth plans to focus exclusively on accumulating XRP ahead of the planned merger, which is expected to close in early 2026. For those of you that are not bullish, well, pay attention to the news catalysts that are going to make you even more so bullish. 2026 outlook right now is looking phenomenal. A lot of people are asking, yo, Ahmed or Your Pop, why in the world have we not seen Ripple Labs and XRP token ETF approval? Well, remember, right now in the United States, it's been a tricky month of October with the government shutdown, as the House Democrats as well as the Senate Republicans are just having a struggle to get a bipartisan bill to put it into law and a budget where everyone is aligned and able to move forward to reopen the government, because right now the government ran out of funding. So they have been closed. The worry is if it continues into November and spills into the end of the year, now we can start talking about real issues with federal employees, and just overall economics here in the US could be hit pretty hard. With that being said though, when the government goes back to being live, because we know every time that it's shut down in the past, it does come back to being normal. That's the reality, is that we can have the short-term volatility, we can have short-term closures, but none of it is going to be long-term unless, of course, they don't come to some kind of conclusion. But historically speaking, it always happens time and time again. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're considering buying crypto assets these days. Is, hey, I'm buying on the speculation, but I'm also buying because we know what's coming very, very soon as that government shutdown ends. So why does this matter for XRP holders? The timing of Evernorth's public market debut isn't coincidental. The announcement comes months after the SEC ended the high-profile lawsuit against and accusing Ripple Labs of selling unregistered securities to institutional investors. With that legal cloud lifted and crypto-friendly Trump administration in office, Ripple is betting big on scaling institutional adoption of XRP in traditional capital markets. We look at the acquisition opportunities. We will look at acquisition opportunities, said Evernorth CEO Ashish Birla, a former Ripple executive, told Reuters. And Birla added that Evernorth will be building out an investment team and stepping down from Ripple's board as he joins this entity full time. So again, a very, very big capital opportunity coming to XRP that's going to hopefully bring the price north of all-time highs and even much beyond that. Taking over to Watcher Guru overall, we know that we have some exciting things that has happened for crypto. For example, Treasury Besant says that the US and China plan to sign a trade deal over the coming week. President Trump says the trade deal with China will be long lasting instead of the short term couple weeks. And then he goes out and says more tariffs on China, less tariffs on China, too much volatility. We need it to stop. And then it says here meets with Singapore Prime Minister to increase adoption of crypto and stablecoins. Overall, we're seeing U.S. administration pushing for more crypto adoption. And funny enough, Steak and Shake announces the creation of a strategic Bitcoin reserve. All payments received in Bitcoin will be placed in our SBR. So yes, even famous fast food chains are now entering the crypto sphere. So aside from that, of course, Musk coming out talking about flying cars in the future on Joe Rogan. It's insanely bullish. Everything is looking good for the tech industry. We saw Coinbase destroy earnings yesterday, way beating expectations, going up over 6% in the after hours of the market. But again, things are looking amazing, guys. BTC loves trading ranges per crypto currently, and it holds above our major pivot at 109,000. This will be an important level to watch over the weekend. Let's see where the weekly close has in store. But of course, in addition to weekly close, we know we have the monthly close candle today, October 31st. And so again, I'm expecting a really significant upside in November, and hopefully we break above all-time highs for Bitcoin, which will lead to the altcoin season we've been anticipating for so long now. I'm expecting ETH to go above 5,000 before the year ends. I'm expecting XRP to hopefully break 2x from its previous all-time high of 368, so somewhere around $7.25 to $8 just before the yearly close. And then from there, you guys know, hopefully we continue the momentum into 2026 as crypto regulation continues. The Trump administration will be a lot more mature by then, meaning they've already had 1 year in office. So now they can kind of focus and pivot for the next 3 years on how to continue building infrastructure. And hopefully we come with a bipartisan law regarding crypto innovation, crypto structure, and all of the good stuff that Coinbase has been working on time and time again, and other entities around crypto, including Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple Labs. I appreciate your support as always. That's all I had for you guys today. Again, check out the links down in the description below for iTrust Capital. Your POP8 is the promo code to get your $100 funding bonus. And until next time, as always, everybody, keep investing. Peace.